Hey everybody, Jeremy here, and welcome to part 5 of my gigantic Funko Pop Unbagging series. So if you are new, this is the little series that I'm doing in which I show you every single Funko Pop that I own. And so far we're up to part 5. So if you miss parts 1 through 4, or if you did see them and you just want to see them again, look down in the description of this video, and the first links you see are going to be links to take you to those 4 videos. So in the last video, we focused on 6-inch pops that I have in my collection, and today we're going to go back to the normal size pops as well as some other different things. Let's start it off with this Dorbz here. This is a horror Dorbz, and it's good old Freddy Krueger from Nightmare on Elm Street. I got this from GameStop a long time ago when they seemed to be having a little hard time getting rid of Dorbz, so they were selling them off like, hey, 2 for $4. And I was like, alright, cool, I'll get this. It's a pretty cool looking Dorbz, you know. Not the biggest fan of the Dorbz line, but you know, they do some cool things from time to time, and especially with Halloween being just around the corner, you can kind of see it if you look down the street. I thought it would be very appropriate to start things off with good old Freddy. And so while Freddy is a little bit on the crazy murdery side, what we have here is not. So this is Sally from the Nightmare Before Christmas, that classic Tim Burton movie that still to this day people are still jumping on that bandwagon and loving it. But I can remember when I was a kid, I wanted to see it in theaters first. I knew it before it was cool. Yeah, anyway, this is a pretty well done Dorbz. I really do like this one. The decals on Sally is very well done, and it's very clean. And that's what I like about the limited amount of Dorbz that I have. The decals on them did turn out to be quite clean. Take a look at the other ones in this line that you can get, from Jack Skellington to Oogie Boogie, and then on the other side you see that, well, it's just pretty much the same thing that's on the front here. So yep, here's Sally, and she is very cool. Pretty much one of my favorite Dorbz out of the few that I have. And of course, with Sally, you gotta get her mate. So this is Jack Skellington dressed up as Santa Claus, also from A Nightmare Before Christmas. And again, the details, the decals, very well done. I really like that Christmas beard, that Santa Claus beard that he has, and the fact that it never quite fits, so it just sort of hangs off. But it still looks really good. And especially when the holidays come around, just to take these out for a little bit and just to show them and say like, hey, remember this Nightmare Before Christmas? You know, it's something that people from my age and even younger people will still know who this is and who Sally is. It's that recognizable. So we're moving on to the pops from the Dorbz, and this is Goku on his flying Nimbus cloud from Dragon Ball, not Dragon Ball Z. So this is the younger Goku, when he used to run around with that power pole, that red pole that he has there, and the Nimbus cloud. We didn't see the Nimbus cloud for a very long time, but it did make an appearance in Dragon Ball Super, so it was nice to see the Nimbus cloud again. And as we see on the back, there's only 2. We just got Bulma, and then we have Goku and the flying Nimbus. So the regular Dragon Ball line did not have that many pops, but as we know, the Dragon Ball Z and the Dragon Ball Z Super lines is where the majority of these pops come into play. There's always some Star Wars in one of these bags, and this is no exception. So this is Yoda, the glow-in-the-dark Yoda, the Walgreens exclusive glow-in-the-dark Yoda, and I found this guy in Orlando, Florida. Over there nearest SeaWorld, I stayed in this hotel there. It was the Hilton Grand Vacations at SeaWorld. Mwah! It was a wonderful hotel. I love the experience. Really big rooms too, very sweet, and the tub was anyway. This is where I got him from, and even though I picked him up from there, everything else there was obesely expensive. I mean, they were selling like DVDs for $30. It was insane, but the pops were priced normally, and you know, even though I only like a few things about Star Wars, not the hugest fan, but this is one that I wanted to keep my eye on and look for, and I never saw him anywhere else. So when I saw him, I thought, hey, you gotta get him because you'll never see him again, and I never ever did. I think we're starting to see a little bit of a pattern here with these Walgreens exclusives, but yeah, this is the Imperial Guard, also from Star Wars, Walgreens exclusive. Very different than any other of the other characters in Star Wars, particularly the villains. These red hooded guards, they just kind of look cool. And again, it was an exclusive to Walgreens, and since I never quite knew whether or not these pops were going to stick around in Walgreens or whether they would become very desirable, I thought $10, take the risk and just get them. This is from one of my favorite little pop lines, the Impopsters line, and this is the Riddler as Batman. Is one of the few that I have from the Impopsters line, and like I said in other videos, I really liked this aesthetic. It really helped to bring a little bit of something fresh to the Batman pop line, because I think people were starting to get a little bit tired of Batman and all his variants and different colors and stuff. So putting these villains in Batman's attire was a really good take on everything. So these are the other ones that you can get. You can still find most, if not all, of these in stores. They've been around for a very long time. But yeah, this is the Riddler as Batman, and I like it. Han Solo in snow gear, and this was a Loot Crate exclusive. It was from the only Loot Crate that I have ever gotten, and the main reason why I did is because I knew that they were going to have an exclusive pop in there, which they've done from time to time anyway. But yeah, this is the exclusive Han Solo in his snow gear, and you know, I'm not going to say anything about The Force Awakens. If you've seen it, you know everything that happened, but you know, it's a decent pop, nothing too crazy, nothing too exciting, but you know it's old Han because of the line on his eye, and yeah, that's pretty much it. When Valentine's Day came around, Hot Topic made sure to capitalize on the various Harley Quinn variants and decided to make a Harley Quinn Hot Topic exclusive that has hearts on her, and she has pink and white on. And it was one of those things where this was the only time that you can get it. It was going to be around Valentine's Day, and then it was gone forever. So this is why I got it. I think I have maybe about 3 or 4 Harley Quinns, and yeah, much like Deadpool, I think it got a little bit out of hand. You can chalk this one up to being the creepiest Funko Pop that I have. This is Dementor from Harry Potter. You know, I'm not really a Harry Potter fan, but when I saw this guy lurking about in GameStop, I was like, dude, that is creepy. I must have it. I mean, check it out. He doesn't even come in the box straight on like everyone else does. He is off to the side, and that face that he has, and the fact that they kind of sprinkled in a little bit of white paint in there to make it seem like, does he have teeth or what's going on? This is a creepy pop. Perfect for Halloween if you ask me. This was a really great show, and it's a shame that it got canceled before its time if you ask me. So this is the Sepia Agent Carter, and she's holding some kind of an orb. I forget exactly what it was, but this was an exclusive to somewhere, and I can't quite remember where. I don't remember if it was Amazon or if it were Hot Topic. There's no sticker on it, so I don't know for sure. But Agent Carter was a really great show. If you haven't seen Agent Carter, try to go back like on Netflix or wherever you can check things out and take a look at it. So yeah, it was a really great show, and I think you should check it out. I highly recommend it, and it's a shame that it's gone now. Back to Dragon Ball Z, this time with Resurrection F, and this is Super Saiyan God Goku, or Super Saiyan Blue. It's pretty much what they refer to it now in the show. So yeah, this was a Hot Topic exclusive, and the crazy thing is, I even found Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan God Vegeta hanging out in my local Toys R Us as of about 2 weeks ago. So that's where you can get that one. I don't think he's an exclusive to Toys R Us, it's just where I saw him. But yeah, I just started looking at Dragon Ball Super probably about 5 months, no, maybe like 7 months ago, really trying to get back into everything, and I looked at every single episode, super binged watched every single episode in about a weekend. And as you know, it's a lot of episodes to Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super. So yeah, Super Saiyan God Goku, this box is in pretty decent shape, and I'm going to put him somewhere, whether he's in the box or out. He's going somewhere. Don't really go into FYE these days for, well, pretty much anything, and that goes for any mall for that matter, but I did step into there to get this Joker and Harley Quinn 2-pack from the Suicide Squad because they are metallic, and it kind of makes me wish that all pops were metallic because they look so good. Everything just pops a little bit more, everything looks a little bit more vibrant, and it's just clean. The metallic look is just so much cleaner than the traditional vinyl. So I know that even if you want to pick this up right now, they probably don't go for that much even on the third-party market. So if you're interested in a metallic Suicide Squad, Joker, and Harley, go ahead and check it out. It shouldn't set you back too much. Not Funko's shining moment with this Family Guy series because the pops just really weren't all that good. But they came out with them anyway, and the only reason why I got these is because I thought that perhaps they will end up like The Simpsons. Pops that didn't look all that good, people really didn't want them, but as soon as they disappeared, everyone wanted them. So when these were super cheap on Amazon, I just knew I had to get them, and we're starting off with Stewie here. This is the old school Stewie, back before he was really funny and making jokes and being kind of silly. This is back when he was, you know, really serious. So they got him looking as evil as ever, and he's holding Rupert there, and there's not a lot of Pops in this line at all. Which brings me to Peter Griffin. So yeah, like I said, there were only 4 in this line, and 2 of them are Stewie. And you know, Peter doesn't quite look right. You know, it's weird. You know, you look at it and you know that it's him, but it just feels like it doesn't really translate over into the Pop form all that much, and most of that probably has to do with those black eyes. I think that Family Guy characters need natural eyes in order to pull them off. Alright, so back to Marvel. This came from Amazon. It was an Amazon exclusive, and this is Yellow Jacket from the Ant-Man movie, and he glows in the dark. It's mostly just his eyes. The whole thing doesn't glow in the dark, but you know, his eyes kind of do. And yeah, this also came along with the regular Ant-Man, and I have the Marvel Collector Corps exclusive unmasked Ant-Man, as well as the Blackout Ant-Man that was a Barnes & Noble exclusive at one point. So yeah, it's kind of weird. Not a lot of Pops in this line, but pretty much more than half of them were all exclusive, so alright. Remember Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2? It was a video game, still is actually, and Target had an exclusive with the Super Brains zombie, and you know, I really liked the first Plants vs. Zombies. You know, it really outpaced me after a while because people got really good at this game. It's kind of like Battlefield, honestly. Battlefield just with Plants vs. Zombies branding on it. So for the hardcore, they can really take you really far, and the game is just really good. But for regular casual folks like me, when it comes to competitive online multiplayer shooters, I only was able to play this for a little bit before I was like, alright, I'm done. So we are starting to wind down a little bit, but not before we show the Teen Titans Go Robin as Batman. I think we've shown just about all of these now that I have, and I think that's true. We did already show off the Starfire as the Flash, Beast Boy as the Martian Manhunter, and Cyborg as the Green Lantern, and as we all know, I do not have Raven as Wonder Woman. So yeah, this was the last one. Toys R Us exclusive. You are not going to see him in there anymore, and this is probably the most lackluster one out of the line because he just basically looks like a skinny Batman. Speaking of Batman, here he is again in rainbow colors, and this was the 2016 New York Comic Con limited edition Batman. I think this was a shared exclusive with GameStop, and it's kind of funny because Batman comes in a variety of colors, and the fact that they decided to come out with this rainbow Batman, it's kind of like you're getting all of them all mashed into one. So it's very unique, and he's awesome. Here's another Batman. This time he's partnered with Superman. It's the Batman vs. Superman 2-pack exclusive at Toys R Us from Dawn of Justice. And just like Joker and Harley Quinn, these two are metallic. I remember this being a little bit hard to find in stores, and when it was available online, it would sell out very quickly. But I managed to click checkout just in time so I can get my hands on it, and they look really good. Again, the metallic look really does work well for Pops because it makes them look cleaner, and it just makes them stand out a little bit more. Even if you don't notice it specifically, you just know that there's something different about these Pops. Alright, my DSLR is about to run out of space for this 20-minute recording, but the last Pop we have here is the Walmart exclusive Sand Trooper and Dewback from Star Wars. I saw plenty of these for a long time after it had already come out, and this box is absolutely huge, and you can put the Stormtrooper on the Dewback if you like. And yeah, it's just a nice addition to the collection, and you can never have too many Stormtroopers. So that is it, you guys. Thank you very much for watching this video, and there is another bag of Funko Pops in my garage that I am going to take out, and we are going to make another video that you will see after this one. So if you want to see that one, be sure to subscribe to this channel and you will not miss it. So once again, thank you for everything, for watching, your support, and all that good stuff. And until next time, I'm Jeremy, and I'll talk to you later.